Are you awake?
Let's get right to it. Pull the people in. Pull the people in. Gotta be better. Gotta be more entertaining. That's good enough. No more stuttering. Always gotta choose my words carefully before I say them. I'm sure your first vlog was really entertaining. I'm sure you edited it perfectly and you had a plan going into it and all of your jokes landed and it wasn't cringy at all, you know? All I'm saying, cut me a little bit of slack. I got room to improve. Oh my God, that looks all kinds of terrible. All right, we're gonna have to fix everything going on here if we want this vlog to be successful. And I'm gonna have to learn how to talk better, probably. So here's the thing. I got a lot of input after that first video on how to be better at this. A lot of constructive criticism, and I appreciate it. And I will be taking it to heart going forward. Actually, just, you know, what's better, fluffed out? What's better, fluffed out? Comb it down. Comb it down. Either way, this is just looking bad. I gotta fix that. So we're gonna go do that. We're gonna start out cleaning up the hair. This one's gonna be better. Good, good. That's the kind of fluff we're looking for, I think. Nobody actually taught me how to do this. You know what I use? Yeah, Murray's hair paste. Actually, no, I think my mom found it at an antique store and it still had paste in it. That's definitely something. You know, look at this situation I got going on here. Next up, I'm gonna say goodbye to all this fluffiness. I am going to miss it. I've got a better idea. Wow, okay. So before I start, I'm actually gonna put down some paper towels so that way, you know, it doesn't clog up the sink with my hair. You know, I would consider myself one of those people where, yeah, I can grow a beard. I can grow a beard, but I can't like grow a really good one. Like I can reach the bare minimum requirement of what it is to have a beard, but it doesn't grow in very well on the cheeks. Nobody ever taught me how to properly shave a beard. In fact, I think this thing's running out of batteries as we speak. Oh boy, that might not be ideal. It may not be what we're looking for. We're gonna finish what we started, all right? Do I keep the goatee? Do I keep a fluffy goatee going on? You know, it's kind of that point where it's not looking good, but it's not looking bad. And I might be past the point of no return. Alright, now we're just gonna clean up the neck. Why not? Is that better? No, actually that looks pretty bad. I look like a really like dumb Robin Hood. Who? Oh man. Yeah, no, we're not sticking with this. Well, oh no. It's clean. It's clean. That is a big positive to this. A downside is, I forgot, I don't really have much of a chin. So that's something embarrassing. I should probably edit that out. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Anywho, week 2, baby. What do we want to talk about this week? Let's talk about like dreams and goals and stuff, and like stuff that we want to do, you know? Because like why even start a vlog? Other than the fact that instead of working a full-time job, all I secured was a part-time job with really awkward hours that kind of like don't really work for very many other jobs. So I'm kind of stuck. I should take like a college class or something. One of my dreams, for instance, is to actually graduate college. I'm like 3 classes away from doing so. Might it be 2? I don't know. I got to the point that like, I don't like doing what I don't like doing. Like, if I don't like doing it, I guess I'm not gonna do it. Which is really not a good way to like get through life or get through anything really. Because life is like 90% things that you have to do that you don't necessarily want to do. That's just part of growing up and being an adult. But before we get more into this, I'm gonna change out this shirt that now has hair all over it and probably wash the remnants of my former beard off my face. I am going to miss it. It still looks bad. Like I shaved all of it and somehow I am not happy with it. That's a little bit better. Now here's the thing. I did say that the vlog would be called My Uninteresting Life, so you're more than welcome to get your hopes up, but I know that I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Okay, I'm just kidding a little. I do fully expect these to get better as I go, but I mean, come on. Another key pointer I received from that first episode is to actually like go into the places that I say that I'm visiting, but I'm just a little bit shy, you know. I don't wanna be walking around with like a camera, you know. It's kind of fucking weird. Talking about goals, talking about dreams. I guess a pretty good goal would be for like, I don't know, this to actually like be fun. Another goal that I have is to I want to have, for at least like for this vlog, is I want to have more people, you know, on it, because I don't want it to just be about me. I want it to be, well, yeah, it's a little bit just about me, but I want it to be about where I live and the people around me. I think my neighbor's looking at me. He's giving me that like, what are you doing? Look, I don't usually go outside. One of my neighbors calls me a hermit. Did our AC just turn on as I'm trying to record? I want this to sound as not shitty as possible. Probably gonna have to pick back up later when that's not on. For now, I think I'm gonna run to the gym. The goal that I have is to competed in bodybuilding a while ago. I'm gonna try and do it again one of these days. I'm gonna get big. Not like too big. I did win a medal once. I keep telling people I'm retired. Anywho, let's go to the gym. I will say, I'm not trying to be disingenuous. I do appreciate all my friends and family that sat through that 12-minute first episode mess that I created. Don't worry, this one will be better, probably. You know, I am going to try and record a little bit of footage while I'm in there in the gym. I'm not gonna make any promises because I have to be able to do it without looking like a fucking creep, which is really difficult with these glasses. And I did consider for a moment just shaving all this and keeping the mustache, which would have made it even more difficult. But I feel like mustache hasn't come back in style, at least enough, not yet. It is coming back. I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer. You know, I didn't actually record very much of anything while I was working out, but I did get something. I got something. Let's head home. I forgot what I was talking about, but I'll remember by the time I get there. Okay, I'm back. What was I talking about before? I was talking about feedback and like goals.
Oh, well, you should stutter less in your videos. Or at least edit out your stuttering. It constantly sounds like you're repeating yourself over and over, and it gets kind of annoying.
First of all, fuck you. I was nervous in front of the camera to begin with. A little bit nervous. Didn't know what to say. Didn't really have a plan. Now I'm getting better. I'm planning out. And I think that my stutter has a little bit of charm to it.
Oh, well, you should cut down on the jump cuts.
Well, you can't have one or the other. Either I edit out all the stuttering, or I have a lot more jump cuts. You get it? I am going to try and work on how I talk in the videos, because I feel like I was doing a character for My Uninteresting Life, and the character wasn't very interesting by nature, which isn't a good way to make videos, right? Should probably drink this. That was gross.
It was cold. I swallowed an ice cube.
Does anybody else remember Hamtaro? That little cartoon about that hamster? I kind of miss that show. Or like, just shows about hamsters in general. I feel like there's a market there. And I don't feel like it's being met, you know? Anywho, goals for this vlog. I feel like there are a lot of interesting and fun and beautiful people here in Nebraska. In the last video I said here in Nebraska quite a bit. I didn't actually count, but I know that I said it quite a bit. And that's for the most part what the series is gonna have. A lot of just stuff here in Nebraska. Like just recently, between the making of that video and the making of this video, someone I actually graduated with may or may not have one miss. I don't know. I'm not revealing my true identity. Okay, yeah, maybe I kind of am. Still though, regardless, there's a lot more interesting people here, and I'd like to show them off, you know? Like, I love all my friends. I don't think that very many of them are good at acting, so this won't be a series with a whole lot of acting. I mean, I kind of want it to, but I don't know if it can be. I don't know if I know anyone talented enough to do anything scripted. Lord knows I'm not. But yeah, Nebraska is filled with beautiful, talented, interesting people. Or at least, you know, where I'm at, Midwest in general. The world is full of people like that. Maybe not me. I mean, this series is My Uninteresting Life. So, hopefully, by meeting more interesting people, I can improve that. Kind of rambling a bit, but here in Nebraska, you know, you got people cut from all kinds of cloth. You got a lot of people cut from like silk, a fine silk. You know, it's nice. You know, they're great people. Me, however, I was cut from a burlap sack. Not like a good burlap sack, like one that's useful for holding like potatoes, you know? I was cut from a burlap sack that just holds dirt. I don't know where I'm going with this analogy. Another one of my goals. I'd like to be an actor, or a voice actor, but first I should probably learn how to act. Maybe this will be an outlet for that, like I was talking about with like scripted stuff, you know? Good learning experience. As of right now, I'm serving as the camera person, host, and editor, and director, and writer for this vlog. I should probably start off by being like a good role model. Oh God. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen then. And if I want to be a voice actor, I should probably work on my voice a little bit. Maybe I'll take some like lessons. Do they give lessons for that here? I just know that I grew up watching stuff with like superheroes and like comic books and stuff like that. So it's something that I'm really interested in. And just hit me up, James Gunn. Why James Gunn? He's my favorite director of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think that he's really good. Or I'll probably end up in the, you know, DC Cinematic Universe. Kind of waiting for that cat. Wanted to walk by again so I can chase it down. There are several like wild cats that live in our neighborhood. Another goal that I have is if I don't find one, I'd like to, you know, hopefully help create a production group here in Omaha. Like, I just want to make things. That's one thing that I'm really passionate about is just making things, and I think that everybody should find that thing that they're passionate about and pursue it. My favorite animals are pangolins. And I don't know if you know this about pangolins, but they're actually all endangered. They're like little like sand slash looking animals, and they dig like these little burrows. They have like these little digging hands. They always look like they're nervous to like ask you to prom or something. Or like they're about to give you some bad news, but they're like really like, I connect with that animal. You know, got a hard outer shell. And I use it to cover up my crippling anxiety. And also I like to dig holes every now and then. This video is sponsored by pangolins, you know? Save the pangolins. There's gotta be a way to like donate to that cause. Anywho, go do that. Go do that. Save my favorite animal. Really need to figure out a way to make like more money. Things I gotta buy. New desk, new computer, new car. I got a pretty long laundry list. I don't even own this camera. Yeah. Okay, let's just take a minute to appreciate these little watermelons. Roommates started growing them a little while ago, and they're growing great. We're gonna have some watermelons eventually. Do people actually like watch vlogs anymore? Probably not ones like this. Man, I don't care. I'm bringing it back. You just wait. You please, for the love of God, help me. I don't really know what I'm doing, and if this is gonna get big, I can't do it alone. I should take more advantage of beautiful days like this. How's that for another goal? I gotta actually like go places and do stuff instead of just like drinking beers on my porch because I made a deal that like I had to record a vlog on this day. Maybe I'll record more tomorrow. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't have a plan. Why am I drinking beer? Why not just drink juice or something normal? It's because I'm an alcoholic. Okay, not like a real alcoholic, like it's not a problem. It's not a real problem for me. I just like to say that so that way I sound relatable to everyone else who drinks probably a little bit too much as a casual thing. But it's technically my weekend. Like this little gap in the middle of the week is when I don't work. I mean, I'm also drinking on the actual weekends, but I'll get better, I swear. You just give it time. It makes my life slightly more interesting. Okay, my friend is home. He got home from work. How was work? Work was okay.
You know what? I don't have very many nice things to say about people.
This episode is all about goals. What kind of goals do you have?
You know, as far as goals go,
like I said, like goals that I have for this vlog. I want to bring on like interesting people, showcase, you know, all the cool people in my life. And then I talked about like goals, like I want to be ridiculously rich and famous. Just absurdly so. Now that I'm thinking about it,
personally, I think I would just like to be above the whole average standard. I want to be an above average person. Not necessarily like I don't feel compelled to be crazy rich and whatnot, but I want to be somebody that when people are talking about like, oh, like good people in our communities and whatnot, they're like, yeah, Alex.
Shh, we're not using our real names.
Oh, legs. I am the legs.
He's the legs. That's what those are. No, yeah, I mentioned earlier, like, someone we may or may not have graduated with may or may not have won some sort of, like, pageant recently. Right. You know, that's just, like, the tip of the iceberg of, like, people here in Nebraska. I was just saying, like, there are people that are cut from a different cloth. I don't know what good cloth is.
Cashmere.
Yeah, I was cut from burlap.
I was cut from some sort of denim.
Ooh, denim, that's good. Remember, if you borrow someone's stuff to like...
At least try to put it back.
Yeah, take good care of it, you know? I feel like that's a good rule. Oh, God.
My goal for the summer is to finish our landscaping and get the watermelons to grow.
We're there of them.
We got some watermelons.
They're looking really good. Stinky Boy went on a trip for a wedding. Went to like Oklahoma?
Oklahoma City. I think he's going to be there for the next 5 days or so.
Oh man.
He's the Stinky Boy.
He is the Stinky Boy. We finished watching The Legend of Korra. Another goal. We need to bring back like a new Avatar series. I don't even care if like it's like a continuation of The Legend of Korra. I know that they made like comic books after that.
Right.
Oh, I looked it up after that finale. Be even like after those comic books, dude. I just need to know what happens. At least like really enjoy that universe of Avatar.
The Airbender.
Yeah, The Last Airbender. That's a plane.
That is a plane.
All right, let's go inside.